everyone, in this little tutorial I'm going to show you how to close the Arosa headband by making this little X shape. After binding off the Arosa headband, you should have a long stockinette tube where one tail is on one side and on the other side the tail comes from the other side, so they are in opposite places. Before actually closing the headband to give the little twist, I like to close the tube. This way it will be easier on the next step to actually grab everything, to grab all the fabric. So I'm just gonna do a very simple sewing thing. Just gonna sew and go back and forth, making sure that every stitch corresponds to the stitch on the other side. It's also very important to not pull the yarn, otherwise the fabric will just crunch together and we don't want that. We just want a nice flat edge. So just go back and forth. I'm just going under the little V here, and then same on the other side. And then on the next V, and the next V on the other side, and I'm just going back and forth. Once I've done that, I just leave it there and do the same on the other side. And on this side you can actually see that the edges rolls up a little bit, and this is why we want to do this little closing of the tube. Also, before starting on the second side, the other side, just make sure that when you lay down your headband flat, that it's not like twisted, so that you do not twist it like that, but it's nice and flat. Now that my tube is closed, I can actually start with the grafting of the headband. As you see, my two tails are still on opposite sides, and this is what I want. So since this is all stockinette, we don't really have a right side and wrong side, but just so you know, the side that will, the right side, so the one that will be seen when you wear the headband, is the one that you want to put on the inside when sewing. So this and not this. This is the side that I will see when I wear the headband. So now I take my two edges, and what I have to do is make a little sandwich with the two edges. I'm just gonna fold in half this side and also this side, and I'm going to insert these two together, one in another. Just make sure that the two tails are on the outside, so I don't want to do this and end up with the tail on the inside, but this, so like that, and my two tails are here. Now I'm going to grab the longer tail, which is this one for me, and thread my needle. I'm going to go back and forth on this little yarn sandwich that I just made, The important thing is that I grab all the fabric every time I go in each direction. So for me now, I'm just going to see, like here we have actually two fabrics, if we can say that. Just going there, pull my yarn, and then go back, and here I'll be careful that I actually grab everything, because otherwise it won't look as good on the other side. And what I do is just I do this little pull up motion with my needle, so that I'm sure that I actually grab all the yarn. So like here, here, here. Okay. And again, and it will feel a bit bulky, I admit, but once we finish it and turn the headband and wear it, it won't be as not noticeable. I want to go maybe one more time to make sure that this edge is also staying there. Okay, everything seems fine. Before making a little knot here, I normally like to very lightly check if everything looks good, and it does. Okay, so I'm just going to make two little knots here, just to secure these two ends together, and wave in the ends. So after a little bit like that, I like to just in here, as I will do, but then go up a little bit and use my needle here, take it off, push a little bit, cut it, and then it will stay on the inside of the tube. I'm gonna do the same on the other side. So now you just have to turn the headband, and here we have it. I hope you like this little tutorial, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!